Hey, what's up, guys? Back with another stream. FSEconomy. Forward to we're going to do a multi-hop today. And in the Raton Beechcraft B1900D. I love this plane. 19 passenger capacity, which is great. And we're going to fill it to the max here. So we're in Florida, starting out in St. Petersburg, and we're going to end up in Boca Raton, as you can see there on the map on the left. And let me just show you exactly what we're planning to do here. So I've got three stops to make. We're going to stop at FL19 and FL59, sorry, first, and drop off these passengers, St. John's Air. Then we'll go to KRSW, and then we'll end up in Boca Raton. So we've got a total of 19 passengers. If you take a look at the route here, I've already laid this out. So we're going to go Boca Raton, FL59, then we're going to come up here and vector into Fort Myers, and then we'll take off from Fort Myers and we'll go into Boca Raton. So 1, 2, 3 stops, a couple of GPS coordinates to get us lined up for runways, just to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to enter this all into the GPS, and should be an easy flight. So let's see. So we got a total of 19 seats taken, which is great, full plane, and we're going to have almost $14,000 in revenue. Let's just see how much gas we're going to need. So we're going to go 19, calculate. So we're going to go, we're total of 215 miles. So let's go 215 and see. Calculate. So we need 113. We got 180. I think we should be fine. So I'm going to leave it at that. Actually, taking off and landing, I'm probably just going to make this 250 just to be there. We're going to be taking off and landing. So we've got 250 gallons. There should be plenty of fuel. And so right now we got 33K, plus I've got my Cessna, which really hasn't been rented out yet. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it at Los Angeles or move it somewhere else within the Pilot Edge. Or I'm thinking about Bakersfield maybe, but because I'd like it to be rented when I'm not using it. So anyway, we'll deal with that some other time. So this is the flight. Should be nice here. So let's we're going to enter in these vectors, these coordinates for the GPS to get us to our destination. So let me just get this back here. Pretty simple stuff. Lots of fun. And we are on runway 18. I've installed a few things since yesterday. I have X-Plane Realistic. Folks there were kind enough to give me a copy of that, so I'll be checking that out. And I have the Lewis script running too. So anyway, so let's go to here, menu. We're gonna clear, delete flight plan. Make sure we have a clean slate. Oh crap! All right, so now we're gonna want to enter our flight plan, which is scroll down. So first we're going to go to SURFs. All right, so that's our first coordinate. Then we're going to go to FL59. So go to Buckingham. Then from there, we're going to take off and go to LNP. Oops. go, LNP. And LNP, we're going to go to KRSW. Southwest Florida International, and then from there we're going to go to KR-MIT, which is another GPS coordinate. Oops. MIT, there we go. And finally, we end up in Boca Raton, so that would be K, B, C, oops, and T. Boca Raton. And that's our flight plan. Surfs, FL59, LNP, KRSW, KR-MIT, which is a GPS coordinate, and then Boca Raton. 216 total miles. Got at least 11 nautical miles on our approaches. So actually, this one is, that's weird. Yeah, we have at least 11. Some cases 14. So this should be good to go. Got that on GPS. So that's set. It's back to our map. And that's going to be about it. So I think we can get this ready to go. So we'll go to FSEconomy and open economy, start flight. All right, 250 gallons, 12 assignments. So we'll have to stop at each place, turn the engines off, and stop and start FSEconomy. So this, just checking FSEconomy, which is how he has us en route. Awesome. All right, so we're good to go. So let's get a roll in here. Change the layers to topographical so you guys can see where we're going on the map. We are good to go. All right, let's get our lights on. I like to have those lights on just so we can see things a little bit better. Engine is clearly warmed up, plenty of gas. You can always refuel, if we have to, when we stop. And we're gonna fly at about 2,500. I think that's a fair altitude. Get our nav on. Caution off. Flaps to 1. I love the sound of X-Plane XP realistic. I had to adjust the volumes a little bit, but pretty cool. So here we go. You can hear the suspension movement. And rotate. Now we're getting the wind movement, so gear up, flaps up. There's the gear coming up. And we are good to go. Get ourselves up to 2,500. I think that's a fair, or 22, somewhere around there. There's our plane. Autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
All right, we're going to pick up the GPS now. And we'll level this thing off a little bit, and we'll set our altitude right there. Boom, 22. Beautiful. Making some money in FSEconomy. Frame rates have been pretty bad. I think I had to delete preferences and restart things. Alright, so now that we're on and moving nicely, I'll just bring back the throttle a little bit, reduce the fuel flow. Bring the prop back a little bit. All right. 72 miles to our first GPS turn, and then we'll head into FL59. Nice. Let's do this. Let's go to put this up on the screen so we just know where the hell we are. And then speed up the time so we get there a little faster. Why not, right? Not sure what's going on with the since we're already there, which we are not already there. I'm just going to put the back in 1 second, guys. You guys say hello in the chat if you'd like. Just flying the B1900D to a couple of hops in Florida. Flying in virtual reality. You can see the hands there, my Oculus touch hands. I don't know if I can't manipulate the plane, but you can see my hand in there. I tell you, FlyInside has done a good job adding different camera angles now to the camera views, I should say, to their add-on, which is great. Just before you were just limited to this, now we can move around, and plus got this ability to move the mouse inside the cabin while you're flying, which is cool. Remember to put it back to the right position. Oops, let me take that BRB back. So yeah, so some cool improvements in FlyInside's add-on. We got the multiple view. This is actually a view from the local airport. There's the plane flying. It's kind of cool. Or we can go chase. When I look at this through the Oculus Rift, it is perfectly shaped and in 3D. You feel like you can reach out and touch it. And then of course your cockpit view. And again, you've got the ability to use to hit the right mouse button and hold it down and look through the cabin. Actually, but can I open this now? Let's see. To be able to open these. Now I could look back inside the passenger cabin back there. Can't open any of these things. Yeah, so you've got that ability to look around. Close this. Close it. So good job by FlyInside. Give you that ability. Now take a look at this. I'm not sure if I have any info on this runway here. Let me just see here. Yeah, FL59. I don't really know what it looks like, so there's no airport diagram. It sucks. But let me see if I can. I'm going to look on the web and see if I can see what it looks like while we're flying. Let's see the photo. I'm looking at a photo here. Show you guys. So Buckingham Field. That's what it looks like. Oof. Those are pretty short runways. All right, should be fun. At least. 32, 24. Well, do the best we can. Yeah, it's general aviation, so bringing this plane here is going to be a little tough, but yeah, I'll give it a try. If I end up on the grass, oh well. Let's see. Here we go. Sky vector. Runway length. Where is it? $2,700 feet. All right. I mean, I should be okay with that. I think. Should be okay. what we can see here about Buckingham. Yeah, so I think we're going to be coming into 2-3, so they're both the same. We will find out, that's for sure. And we're going to want to take off to the southwest to get to Fort Myers, do a UE and come into Fort Myers that way. So we have some 11 miles to line up, and should be good to go. Feel free to say hello in the chat, guys. It makes the trip go faster if you got someone to talk to. So we're approaching the first GPS turn here. So let me just turn off the high speed, get back into the cabin. Looks like the GPS. All right, we got 2 minutes to our turn, then we'll be lining up. Oh, I know why this doesn't work. It's because I have I was like, well, saying, why isn't the flight status working? That's because I have an LPI instead of KPI. Okay. Now it's working. Alright, so we are approaching this. We got about a minute and a half before we make our approach in. And so let me get the headset on here and start cracking. Just gonna start slowing the plane down a little bit, prop in all the way, and start just filtering down the plane. Flaps to 1. Doing fine on gas. Pick up our airfield, and then we will actually, let me see if I can see it right now. It should be right over there. There we go. I think that's it. Looks interesting. It's like a wide runway. A little bit of a turn, and we got 11 miles. Let me see what we got here. Okay, yeah, it seems to be, it's wide and short, so odd. It's an odd shaped runway, but we'll figure it out. All right, let's get a little bit more gas than that. I'm going really slow. All right, gear down. Three green. You can hear the wind noise now when you put the gear down. At least I can. This is really cool. So, autopilot is off. I want to thank the guys at XP Realistic again for giving me a copy of their add-on. It's really cool. It gives you great sounds. Now, I haven't really experienced the head shaking in VR yet, so I'm going to have to play with that, I think, a little bit. I'm sorry if you guys are chatting there. I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see the chat, so I'll look after I land here. All right, 3 green on the gear. We've got flaps to 1. And we're going to get ourselves lined up with this very short and stumpy runway. Just take another look at that out there. Yeah, short and stumpy. So probably want to have pretty slow airspeed. We are at just about 6 miles out. Flaps to full. You can hear the wind resistance when you put the flaps down to full, which is cool. It's like a nice golf course there. (600, 1,600 feet). I don't know why I always get this master caution on. Alright, prop is in, mixture is in, gear is down, and we're using the throttle to land, properly land, so... Short and stubby landing. Now we'll taxi over to the other runway because we're taking off that way, so that's kind of convenient the way these runways are situated. Of course, we have trees right in front of the threshold. All right, 130 knots. We're going to back it off a little bit more. 700 feet, coming to 600. Backing off the throttle a little bit more. 500 feet. Elevation is like 23, I think. Want to get the speed down. Now I think this plane has air brakes, but I don't know how to turn them on, so I have to land the old-fashioned way.
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
That's not a taxiway. It's a runway. It's a runway. Okay, plenty of room right over the tips of the trees. But short. Plenty of width. Weird looking runway.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Okay, flaps up. Let's hit the brakes. Hopefully I didn't damage the plane. That was a pretty rough landing there. Okay, this is an odd place. Let's just take a look outside, see if the engine is smoking. Nope, good. Always good when the engines aren't smoking. Alright, so we are where we need to be. And I'm going to taxi over to that other runway, which will be a short takeoff, so we'll need some flaps. So let's get this to here. Set parking brake. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Alright, engine off. Now we're going to power right back up once I kill FSEconomy here. We have to start flight again. And then we're onto RSW. So let's get our mixture in and throttle to 50%, or sorry, 30%. And then let's get rid of this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start up again. Here we go. Right engine. Right engine coming online. We're going to set our flaps to 1. And once we have our right engine up and running, we'll start taxiing over there. We already have our FSEconomy rolling. Made $3,400 in that first trip. You guys can't see that. I'll show you that in a second. All right, so we are good to go. Engines are up and running, and then we can take the brakes off, and we're going to taxi over to the other runway.
Caution, on taxiway. On
Yeah,
taxiway.
I know I'm on taxiway. I know I'm on the taxiway. I want to go over there. So this is a weird airport, so I'm just going to go right like this.
Caution, on taxiway. On taxiway.
I'm going to need every bit of this runway. Set parking brake.
Brakes set.
Okay, prop is in. Here we go. Flaps to 1.
Caution, on taxiway. On taxiway.
I need every bit of it. Rotate, get up. There we go, good. Gear up, flaps up. Love that sound. Cool. Although I'd like to hear a thump sound when the gear goes up. I thought Coronado doesn't even have that. But that would be cool to have. Okay, take off the altimeter right now. Autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
We don't need much. This is going to be a quick one. So we don't need much elevation. We're going to go right to there. It's going to be a quick flight into Fort Myers. Uh-oh, that's not good. It's just picking up the autopilot altimeter. Back off on the throttle a little bit, bring it back to 85%. Or 80%, or sorry, 88% is probably back good here. Good too. There you go. Don't want to be going too fast. So just to show you real quick here, so I dropped off those first passengers at FL59 and made $3,460. Let's just take a look at that. So we gotta pay a distance bonus and some booking fees and stuff. Still, we made a little bit of money on that one, so that's good. And we got 2 more stops. Okay, This will be a quick one, and then we've got a long cross-Florida trip to Boca Raton. Again with the master caution. This looks so cool. You guys, again, you guys can't see it, but it's like in 3D. It looks really cool. All right. It's like behind me here. We're gonna go out here over the Gulf and make our UE back into Fort Myers. Just slow our speed up a little bit. Here comes the turn. Here comes the turn. Fish hook turn into Fort Myers. It's gonna be a quick one, so I think we should hit our flaps, get our gear down. Plane's slowing down. Gotta watch the airspeed. Miles out. Airport should be over there. Right there. So I think we take it off auto and we bring her in. Just make sure we're going to the right place. Free green. 180. And there's Fort Myers. The line in the center is us. Okay, flaps to full. We've got 6 miles. Start to slow down here a little bit with the throttle. Doing fine on fuel. This is how you make money in FSE, baby. Multi-hops all day long. Take those quick short hops, make bank. Always try to fly. I'm always trying to fly a full plane, always. Just takes a little coordination of your map to see where, you know, airports are in the middle and pick them up. Drop people off. Works out great. All right, 800 feet. Line up nicely. The flaps are full. Gear is down.
6.
Approaching runway 6. Thank you. .600 feet. Minute to go. 700 feet per minute. Let's slow down a little bit here. 140 knots, bringing it down to 130. Trim up. Nice long runway to play with. 120 knots. Throttling down. Threshold. Flare and throttle down and bring it down nice and easy. Oops. Ooh, that's a bounce. That was a bounce. Flaps up. Now we're going to be taking off this way, so I'm going to have to taxi back. I think I'm going to fix the plane before I take off again. Let's just end it right here. We'll send the bus out to the taxiway. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
All right. Let's pull back the gas, the mixture. And let's get to FSEconomy. Finish flight. Boom. Start flight. That's our last leg. Okay, so we are good to go. Looks like we only made about $2 grand on that one. 2,400. Okay, but this is the big one. Well, it's not the big one, but it should round things out, I should say. So let's get our gas, prop, and mixture in, and we will start this thing up again. Wait for that whoosh. There we go. Get the right engine going. Got the whoosh. Turn off our master caution. Our last leg to Boca. Actually, what I wanted to do is I wanted to go into here. Go into here. How did I do a fix all system? I don't remember. Systems. Good. Changes. Alright, we're good to go. En route to Boca Raton. Last trip we got here to make some coin. Alright, let's get our taxi on. I find if you pull back on the prop, you can taxi a little slower.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway. Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Give ourselves the whole runway. All right. Right on the threshold, right there. Get ourselves lined up on 6.
On runway, 6, flaps, flaps.
Flaps to 1. Props in. Throttle up. Release brakes. I love that sound. And rotate. And as soon as you rotate, you start picking up the wind sound, which is really cool. Gear up. You get a gear coming up. Flaps up. And we'll head to about 2,000. Autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
We're fine on gas. We only have 79 miles to go, so we'll get there quick. Finish our multi-hop. Let's settle at 2,000 feet. No need to go too high. All right, good. Let's get our speed up, and then I'll bring the throttle back and the prop back a little bit. Heading northeast to, I guess it's northeast, isn't it? Or just south, sorry, southeast to Boca Raton. You can see we're following our lines pretty well there on the chart. Just nice. Get our speed up. Let's bring the prop back a little bit. And we'll bring our propeller, our throttle back just to reduce the fuel flow. Get her up to speed first. Flaps are still up. I thought I guess I had flaps on too. It's weird. I thought I put the flaps back up. All right, so prop is good. Let's throttle back to that 88%. Alright, good to go. Alright, 76 miles, 17 minutes, but we're going to do that a little faster by doing this, boom. That gets us there faster. Nobody talking in the chat today, wow. Sunday morning stream, nobody talking in the chat. Say hello, guys. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? We got 5 people watching, so hopefully you guys will say hello. Let's take a look at Boca Raton. Yeah, where is it? Here it is. So we're going to be landing on 5. Elevation is 11 feet, so plenty of room. 6,200 feet. Fairly narrow runway, looks like, but should be okay. The Boca Raton. And hopefully I'll be able to pick up a flight back. In fact, let's start looking at that one. We got a little bit of time here. Let's see here. Alright, so we're en route with this guy, and if we take a look at Boca Raton, we can get back to Pi. 3 passengers, which isn't very good. Or we can go to Jamaica, or Cuba, with 5 passengers, 474 nautical miles. Let's just, for grins, let's just see if we get to Cuba, what's our flights back here. Ooh, there's not many back to the U.S. So that's not big. But we could fly to north to Bahamas. Bring these guys. I'm not sure if that's viable, but if we go to PIE, we're not going to make a lot of money, but we'll get the plane back, and we get, oh, that's not the one I wanted to see. And plenty of places to fly from there, so probably the responsible thing to do, that plane back there. We'll see. Let's finish this guy first. That's a long trip across Florida there, 160 some odd miles. Or maybe we can, I mean, there's nothing to, Orlando, right? Orlando to Palm. Let's just see. Let's see. Orlando's. He has a couple of the pie. I mean, I could go to Orlando. Orlando's pretty far north. All right, let's see. So if we go KBCT. Can we pick up anything else that's going back to PIE? What about George Simons? Let's go to here. Show Simons. We can't. Well, it sure would be nice if you could see all the assignments to a particular airport. Now, we just basically have to guess. So I know if we go to Orlando, which is pretty far north, we could pick up a couple of people to PIE. But let's just see. So if we're in Boca, we're going to be here. Plenty of airports along the way. So what's between Boca and what is between Boca and, let's see, Boca's there, is up there. So what is Okeechobee City. Doubt to be anything there. Any major airports? What about let's see, Fort Myers. RSW, right? RSW. Let's take a look at RSW. KRSW. That's got nothing back at PIE. Okay. Okeechobee, nothing. Why can't I just see airports, destinations too? I mean, that would be so cool to be able to have that, so I can go and check out. Otherwise, it's like I'm basically, you know, trying to figure it out. Let's see if PBI has anything. PBI. KPBI. They don't even have anything to Orlando, right? That's a bust. Are there big airports on the way here? Lakeland, K-A-L-A. Oh, let's look at K-L-A-L. K-L-A-L. Lakeland. Okay, so there I can get some to KMOC. Right, so I could pick up some passengers there to bring them to KMOC. And then from KMOC, nothing to PIA either. Yep. The KMOC, I can go to PI. So there we go. That's what we can do. We can go Boca Raton to. Oh no, damn it. Yeah, we can go Boca Raton to. KAL, this guy here, pick up some passengers, right, and then head to Orlando, drop these guys off, and then drop the other guys off at PIA. I guess we could do that. So we'll see. Not sure if I'll do it on stream, but might try that. So anyway, let's get back to this guy here. All right, so we're approaching our turn and our final into B, C, T, Boca Raton, which is nice. Guess everybody's sleeping on a Sunday morning. Oh well. Let's get ready to pull this in. Go right here like this so you guys can see it. Alright, we're flying, got plenty of gas and 220 knots. I think it's a 14-mile track into Boca Raton, so. Let's get our prop all the way in. Start to slow the plane down. Flaps to 1. You hear the wind hitting the plane, which is pretty cool. Here we go. Alright, let me see. 12 miles out is going to be kind of tough to see, but we'll see if we can. There it is. Alright. See it right there. And we will take her off autopilot. Get our gear down. Three green. And 70 knots. Runway is in sight. 1,300 feet. Flaps full. .150 knots. 5 miles to go. I say it was runway 6, I think. 5 or 6, can't remember.
Approaching 5.
Runway 5. Throttle down. .140. Gear, prop in mixture in gear is down, and we are throttling to land. Always have to have those trees in front of the runway. You know, in real life, they would not be there. They would not be there. All right, threshold coming up. Nicely lined up. 120 knots, throttling down, flaring, and don't bounce. God damn it.
4,000 feet remaining.
Okay, flaps up. When you hit the brakes, you can hear it. It's pretty cool.
2,000 remaining.
Cool. All right. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
We'll stop it right here. I know we're not supposed to, but let's see how we did. All right, FSEconomy, and kill the flight. Boom. Cool. All right, let's go to my Chrome window. All right, log, and we made 8,600 bucks. Not bad. $3,000 trip on the first leg, 3,400, 2,400, and 2,700. So total 86. Not bad. What was the? I think it was like a $14,000 revenue. So not bad. It cost us a little bit of money to get there, but listen, making money is making money. That's what counts, right? So in any event, that's going to about do it for me. The multi-hop trip through Florida, I should say.
On runway 5. On runway 5.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hit the like button if you like what you saw, and don't forget to subscribe to Bambino Games, and don't forget about my giveaway of a Aerosphere Simulations Piper Warrior. All you have to do is go find that video, the giveaway video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in that video of which Aerosphere plane you like the most. It's for X-Plane 11, the Warrior that we're giving away, and one of the lucky people that enter a comment on that video is going to win it. So look for that on my YouTube channel. It's the 7,000 subscriber giveaway video. Check that out. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and have a great day and safe flight.